When I watched the first 45 seconds of this, I was like, wow, this is cringe. Watching this for real now, and we're this far in, I can't even describe to you the level of fury that I feel right. Like my blood's on fire watching this. The audacity of these people, man. It's unreal. So we are covering the implosion of the other candidates' campaign right now. We're going to look at two main things here. A, we're going to look at the Mark Cuban interview that they put together in response to the big guy going on Rogan. It's absolutely hilarious. Okay, you got Rogan has Trump on for 3 hours, and their response is a 6 minute video between Mark Cuban and her, and they don't even know each other. Very obvious. No chemistry, anti-chemistry, two things banging against each other. It's so cringe. It's cringe. And in fairness, okay, and then I also covered the Beyonce thing from the rally. I'm going to just warn you in advance, I completely lose my video. I actually deleted the original introduction that I did because I hadn't filmed this part yet. I just am going to tell you, I lose my shit completely. I haven't, like, to be honest, I just haven't watched very much because I knew I wouldn't vote for them no matter what. So I just haven't watched it. Today, doing this video, I was watching her talk and what they're campaigning on and all that. It is beyond infuriating. So if, you know, my name over here, Jesse on Fire, you're like, oh, I'd love to see him on fire. Oh, you're going to get it, dude. You are going to get it. So we're going to go through those right now. So sit back, enjoy this oh my God, man. This interview with Cuban it literally makes my blood run cold. We're going to watch it right now. Then we're going to look at the Beyonce and her getting booed out of her own rally because good God. If I haven't said it yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so you know when I upload. I love you guys. Thank you very much. All right. So let's start this horrifying thing that they did in response to, Trump being on Rogan. Oh, by the way, in case you guys weren't clear, that video is completely shadow banned on YouTube. Go on YouTube and search for Joe Rogan Trump episode. Use any combination of words that you can. You will not find it unless you go to JRE's page and then look for the most recent episode. It's the only way to find it, which is unbelievable to me. Listen, I love this platform. They've completely changed my life. I'm not going to go too hard in the paint on them, but that is unbelievable. All right, hold on to your hats because this is going to be ugly.
I watch Shark Tank all the time.
See, I knew I liked you.
And then I often, depending on, because, there are a lot of reruns, I'll look it up to see how the company's doing.
Well, hopefully mine are doing well.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you, Mark?
Good. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
So excited to talk to you.
I am excited to talk with you.
So I know it's a grind with an NBA season going city to city. So what does it feel like? I mean, just physically.
Long days. I start every day. I work out every morning.
And what's your workout?
Elliptical. And then I go.
Okay. This is how far I got last time. I'm telling you, they don't understand. These people do not understand why going on Rogan and going on all these podcasts is effective. It's because there's no plan. They just go in there and they just rap out, man. It's like, oh, he's a real person. Okay. Obama was amazing at that. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, if you really wanted to have an effective campaign, you know what you do? You get Obama to go on every one of those podcasts. Okay. I'm serious. This is not a good candidate. Bottom line, Obama was an amazing candidate. If you put Obama on JRE and you just had him do his whole thing, and then you asked him, why are you supporting her? That would be 10 times more compelling than putting her herself up there because she has no charisma. This whole thing is just like plastic. It's just, I don't understand how these people don't understand. I genuinely believe the days of the cardboard politician are over, assuming that we still live in a democracy where people's votes count. You can't do this anymore. You cannot do this anymore. If people don't think you're normal, you're done. There's nothing normal about any of this. This plastic thing is over. This is why you are losing control of everything. Mainstream media is dead. You cannot just format it. There's too many ways that people can reach the people. That's why Hollywood stars are they're considered a joke now. Hollywood stars used to be the most influential people. Music stars used to be the most influential people because only certain people could reach a massive amount of people. Now everyone can. And so everyone is drawn to authenticity. And so, hello, I just got done with my music video and I really want to vote for blah, blah, blah. No one cares. Okay. We've seen behind the curtain. You're a nerd. You are a weirdo nerd. Why don't you go see if there's a 12-year-old who wants to go in the pool with you so you can show them how to swim? Here, swim like this. Yeah. Here, just, lay on my hands and I'll show you. Creeps. Let's continue.
And I go all day long.
And are you just exhausted at the end of the day?
Your body doesn't lie to you when you first wake up in the morning.
Yep.
And then your brain kicks in and says, oh, everything will be fine, right?
That workout just gets you going.
And it gets me going every morning.
So here's the other question I'd like to ask.
Oh my God. This is unwatchable. This is two people trying so hard to look like they are like friendly or whatever. And both of them are like, yeah, no, this is, we're not connecting at all. This is just a show. This is the definition of cringe.
Tech and innovation, how important it is to the economy and just dominating globally, right? Do you ever geek out at all?
All the time.
And so tell me about that.
So my mother was a scientist, right? So I grew up as a kid going to the lab. By
the way, just to compare, October 25th, okay? Rogan had Donald Trump on, and this is absolutely 100% shadow banned. I just want you guys to understand that. I would encourage you to test this out yourself if you haven't yet. Go on YouTube and search for this episode. See how you can find it, okay? Because there's only one way to find it. One. How have I not liked this? One way to find it, okay? You have to go all the way to Powerful JRE and then see most recent videos, and that's the only way. You cannot search for it and find it, and it has 35 million views with 1.7 million upvotes. Okay? The thing that we're watching right now, Kamala and him, which is 4 days ago, so it's like the same day, has 224,000 views. Okay? And all these upvotes, I don't know, man. Let's take a look at the comments and then we'll come back. In less than 4 days, so many editing cuts. And literally, this is my favorite SNL skit. You are an embarrassment to the country. Trump 2024. Anyone buy this garbage? It's all negative. It's all negative. It is all negative. Every single one is all negative. I'm 50 seconds in, and this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Pathetic. Can't even do a long interview. Never saw Rachel Maddow so happy before. This is so staged. Most synthetic politician of my lifetime. A whole 6.5 minutes. What an interview, clown. This is insane. Look, let's just go and let's do this. Watch this. Let's go by newest, okay? Because these are brand new. I have not looked at these. 6 minutes. What a weak person. Mark Cuban looks like Rachel Madcow. All of a sudden she talks. How scripted and fake. Love them both. Oh, there you go. There you go. Let's see if this person has commented. How many times this person's commented? Oh, I can't do it on here. Mark Cuban probably into some creepy stuff. This is sad and sickening. Kamala has no idea what she's doing. Mark should change his name to Mark China. This is insane. Rachel Maddow pretending to be Mark Cuban, or do I have it backwards? Greatest episode between two ferns. This is so fake. This is crazy. Okay, now let's compare. Dear YouTube, stop hiding this. The fact that YouTube has a 33 million in first page. Look at this. 33 million views in 2 days and still doesn't show it on the first page. You can't even find it. Every single one of these is positive. Okay? Every single one of these is positive. I cannot stress this enough. This is what a real poll looks like. Okay? This is what a real poll looks like. And this is a landslide. Whoops. This is an absolute landslide. This is just insane, dude. Absolutely insane. Let's continue.
Grew up seeing her have a passion about, she wanted to end breast cancer. She wanted to find a cure, and she did make breakthroughs in breast cancer research.
That's amazing.
And that's where the source of my geeking out,
comes from, right? But so now I got to ask, I was at your speech in Pittsburgh, and you talked about it took only a year to build the Empire State Building. Yeah. And then you said that you were going to cut permitting, you were going to cut the time for licenses,
the red tape.
All the red tape. So how do we take that and use it to cut the deficit?
Hold on. She's running on building buildings. She's running on building buildings. Talk about gaslighting. She's all, I just need to get rid of all the red tape that real estate guys go through. And by the way, we built the Empire State Building. You're running against Trump. This is embarrassing, dude. This is so bad. This is so much worse than I even expected.
So part of it is we cannot be rote in terms of how we think about deficits to say government spends too much. Because I think that is overly simplistic.
I agree.
we have to ask, are we spending it in a smart way such that we are yielding a return on that investment?
Just
that
like a regular business.
But this is
Oh, yeah. So she's the person to do that who's run 0 businesses in her entire life versus Trump, who's a self-made billionaire. Okay, cool.
exactly right.
I get all that right. So here's kind of the angle I always look at tariffs on.
Yeah.
I've known Donald Trump 25 years. He used to be okay on trade policy,
Yeah.
but over the last 25 years, he's just lost it.
I don't think he pays attention to the details, and you can't be president of the United States.
Give me a single detail that you've paid attention to. Okay. I actually want to listen to what Mark Cuban says here. Okay. Now I disagree with him fervently on his opinion on the presidential candidate, but like he actually at least knows what he's. As soon as she starts talking, I'm like, fraud check. Okay. Oh, you don't pay attention to details.
Unless you pay attention to the details.
Yeah, that's fine if he wants to, just give speeches in random places for random reasons. But
So give us a detail.
to talk about such significant policy like tariffs, much less foreign policy, he is applying a machete when a scalpel is what's necessary.
Be specific.
It makes no sense to me whatsoever. To me, I think Donald Trump is the Grinch that stole Christmas. This time next year, we're going to be thinking about Christmas presents for all of our kids. And if he puts a 60% tariff on everything from China, those prices are going up. And now all of a sudden, your vision of everything you wanted to have for your kids at Christmas is gone.
Hey, what about the people, like let's say that he did the 100% tariff on car imports. What about the people who wouldn't be able to buy presents for their kids because they're unemployed and on the streets because we ship their jobs to another country? How about that? Think about that? No? Cool, because you don't pay attention to the details.
Donald Trump just crushed it. And it's not just crushing people's Christmases. Those small companies that support communities, now all of a sudden, not only did their costs go up 60%, but their businesses were just shot.
Right.
The audacity of this side talking about small businesses after you shut them down for multiple years and destroyed their lives is egregious, disgusting, pathetic, transparent, and repulsive. Unbelievable. Oh, now you care about small businesses? Fuck you.
He is going to put, who knows how.
Not to mention, let's hear her say something, Cuban. I know you know about business. You're wrong on this, but let's listen to her talk about it. Now, I never saw what he said about shutting down small business, so maybe he's not a direct hypocrite. But she, agreeing with him, is, and she is not saying anything. Only he's talking. Let this girl prove that she knows what she's talking about if we want to, have her be an authority on anything.
How many small businesses out of business?
Goldman Sachs, Moody's, Wall Street Journal most recently, 16 Nobel laureates have all examined our policies. Mine, as has been reviewed, will strengthen the economy. His will weaken it. It will incite inflation and invite a recession by the middle of next year, Mark.
Why don't you be specific about something, dude? You guys printed $10 trillion during the pandemic intentionally, in my opinion, to cause inflation and eventually crush the economy, crush the American dollar so that you could implement your global digital currency. Okay? Why don't you say something that we can actually rely on as oh, okay, well, that makes sense. Just nonsense, like fortune cookie nonsense.
I don't think he's ever run a company where you have to go deal with the fundamental basis of your business. He has no clue. And the worst part is he doesn't care.
Let's not forget he was handed so much of what he's had and has lost it. And he doesn't understand how people like you and so many others, and this is what I love about the American people, who are hardworking, who have grit, who are innovative, and who start with nothing. And make something. And that's something he doesn't get.
No.
Oh, God. What about the people who did that and grinded for 30 years and you took it from them? You guys did that. You took it from them. Anybody who finds this argument compelling is a moron. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? If you support them and you think this is an okay argument for them to make after what they did during the pandemic, you need a brain transplant. They shut them down. They told them they could not open. simultaneously while telling everyone like, oh, well, if you do need something, you could go to Target, you can go to Walmart. Well, what about us? We have this small, oh no, you're not essential. You're putting me into the poorhouse. You're creating homeless people, okay? Anna Kasparian and her homeless thing in LA, right, and all that, like whatever, she now recognizes, why do you think all those homeless people were created? It's because you shut everyone's ability to make money down. And so they became homeless because they lost their homes and they got evicted. The audacity of these people to try to run on that, I will just, it's unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable.
Obviously, I've been investing in startups forever. When I work with these companies, it's their whole life. Yeah. They've given up something, and he doesn't realize that this person has worked 5 years, 10 years to save up enough money to start this business.
How about Tony Hinchcliffe's father, who ran a restaurant for like 25 years, and then the pandemic happened? You guys shut his business down, and it's gone. Okay, how about that? This is man, if I did this video and just was allowed to say exactly what I actually think the way that I want to say it, this would be a gnarly ass video.
Or they just went for it, and he doesn't get that, and that's where the tax credit, and that's the other reason why talking about childcare and daycare, being able to have $6,000. So if you have a child and a newborn, you can keep on working.
A crib and a car seat. How are they going to actually afford, especially during that first year of the child's life? Right now, for so many.
Now they care. Now and a tax credit. So now you care. Now you care. And what's your solution? We'll give you money. Shocker.
Of Gen Z, Gen X, the idea of the American dream is really elusive. It was an older concept.
It's tough, yeah.
And a big part of it being housing supply. We don't have enough, and so the prices go up. Yep. That's why I want to build more housing supply, but also work with developers and home builders to cut the red tape.
How are you going to do this? See, I just thought this was cringe when I first watched it. This is beyond infuriating. Like man, anytime you see a cut in this video, it means I went ham. I said something. I'm like, I'm going to get kicked off the platform for that. And I edited it out. Okay. This is impossible to watch, dude. This is repulsive, dude. Let's continue this gaslight session.
And they get hardcore entrepreneurs. Yeah, I think that is so important because, one of the questions I get all the time is about work-life balance. Yeah. Because it's a challenge. You've got to pay the mortgage, you've got to pay the rent, whatever, you got to pay the car payment and insurance. It's a tough decision to go start a business. Having a $6,000 tax credit gives you the comfort that you can get somebody to help your child. You can have some work-life balance. Right. And I don't think he's never been in that situation.
Good God. So this is your whole entire campaign. You got this whole thing going with Mark Cuban, and the best you can come up with is a $6,000 child care credit. That's it. That's what you've got. That's what you've got. He's talking about real problems, serious things that are going to just evaporate American jobs, and how he is going to bring manufacturing back and protect the ones that we have. And what you have is a $6,000 tax credit. That's all they have. Nothing. They can throw a little bit of money at people, okay? $6,000 tax credit. What do you think that actually turns into for real people? All that means is that there's a $6,000 thing taken off of your tax liability. So whatever your tax liability would be on $6,000, depending on your tax bracket. And by the way, they take this away if you make a certain amount of money, I'm sure. So this will save you, I don't know, $1,500 on your taxes, most. And so it's just like, we'll go to the poor people and we'll charge them $1,500 less per year on taxes. That's what we're running on. And who knows if we'll even pass it. That's the best you got, dude. And then we're like, oh, this guy's got no details over here. Geez, you have no details on why he has no details. You don't have a single detail as it relates to your own plans. Only plan I've heard, I've talked about this is we're going to tax unrealized gains. No, you're not. So your only detailed plan where you've actually laid out what you're actually going to do is a complete stone lie. Pathetic, dude.
Not all those people started like Donald Trump with a silver spoon, right? These are people putting their life on the line.
It's that energy and that grit to your point, that is going to spur us into the future, right? Because here's the other thing about entrepreneurs. You can't be a successful entrepreneur without actually thinking about where are things going.
Look, we're here in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and imagine having put 30 years of entrepreneurship into a small business and then had a group of corrupt politicians take it from you on purpose. Okay? Imagine that. And then imagine trying to win their votes with a tax credit. Give me a break. You think that some mystery to you why you have Donald Trump selling these places out? There are people in the street banging on the doors trying to get in. And then when you do it, the only way you can get people to come is because you pretend like Beyonce is going to perform at your thing. And then she doesn't and everyone boos you. This is good versus evil. I can't even watch this, dude. I'm done. I'm not watching this anymore. I can't do it. I want to watch this real quick. I want everybody to see this, dude. So this is her getting, so this is what it looked like when Beyonce came on, okay? So Beyonce comes on and gives this speech, and she's got a lot of support there because that's the only reason everybody's there.
A woman who's been pushing for what this country really needs right now. Unity.
Yeah. Kamala, okay, pushing for unity. Pushing for unity, guys. That's what she's doing, definitely. Pushing for unity. Okay, pushing for unity by pretending that her, opposing candidate says he wants to have generals like Hitler. Okay, that's how she's pushing for unity, calling 50% of the country white supremacists. Miss Unity, dude. Give me a fucking break.
It's impossible not to feel the energy in this room.
For you, Beyonce. For you.
Community, the humanity. We are at the precipice of an incredible shift, the brink of history.
A shift. She's the vice president right now. She's the vice president right now. What are we talking about? We need change. She's the vice president right now.
Here as a celebrity.
Oh, no? Hey, did you get paid $10 million to be there? She's going to say, I'm here as a mother. Yeah? Do you know any other mothers getting paid $10 million to come give a 5-minute speech? I don't.
I'm not here as a politician. I'm here as a mother. A mother who cares deeply about the world my children and all of our children live in.
Right. A world you don't need to worry about the government shutting their small business down so that they can force feed medication down their throat and a
world where we have the freedom to control our bodies. A world where we're not divided.
No, she did not. A world where you get to control your bodies. Really? Are you starting to see why I can't even talk about this without my eyes blowing out of my head? Over there, you guys want to know what gaslighting is? Okay, you want to know the actual definition of gaslighting? You're fucking looking at it, dude. You got her over there saying that she's running on a platform because she cares so much about small business entrepreneurs in the United States after her party and her specifically shut down their businesses for multiple years and destroyed their lives on purpose. Now you care about them? And then you got her, and I lost my job because I wouldn't do the thing. How many other people lost their jobs? I got told I couldn't go into restaurants. I would get invited to restaurants. I couldn't go, okay? Because I don't have a card, right? And over here, we're running on, you want to live in a world where people have control over their bodies, so you're voting for them? That's gaslighting. Man.
Our past, our present, our future merge to meet us here. Imagine our daughters growing up seeing what's possible with no ceilings, no limitations. Imagine our grandmothers. Imagine what they feel right now. Those who have lived to see this historic day.
Yeah, right. Where you already have a black president in Obama, you have a black vice president right now. Are we still doing this? We're still doing this. Like, we're still doing this. Oh, we have the opportunity to show women that they can do anything. We know, dude. We know that. Okay? Boo-hoo-hoo. Women are blah, blah. Give me a... No one's buying this anymore, dude. God.
Even those who are no longer physically with us, imagine all of their sacrifice. The sacrifices made so we can witness the strength of a woman.
Oh, you mean like all the men who died in war? Or we're God, dude, I can't.
Standing in her power. Reimagining what leadership is.
Vote for reproductive freedom. On the stage. That's their big banner. Trump already said he will veto anything that comes across his desk that attacks reproductive freedom. But that's fine. That should definitely still be your campaign slogan because you have nothing. Absolutely nothing. The fact that they have a Texas flag up there infuriates me, dude.
For all the men and women in this room and watching around the country, we need you. Your voice has power and magnitude. Your vote is one of the most valuable tools, and we need you. Your freedom is your God-given right, your human right.
Oh, it is? I agree. I only remember having my freedom attacked by one group, okay? And let's not even get into why we don't live in California anymore, for real, why we don't. Because we had our freedom attacked there directly. Now, let's listen to the aftermath of what happened here when they found out that Beyonce was not actually going to sing, okay?
With her former bandmate wearing, I don't even know. Looks like playing a baby. People are pissed. People were booing. Listen to this, Kamala Harris. Oh, yeah. People were getting rowdy. Booing Kamala Harris. Fans were getting pissed. It's all over TikTok.
She's getting booed at her own rally.
Tiffany, didn't you hear? Trump's racist. You can't support him. Joke. You can only pull that line for so long, dude, until people start waking up. Because the second they figure out that you've been manipulating them with such a disgusting lie, they're like, oh, I'm done forever. You're never getting them back, okay? You want to know who you're never getting back? Black voters that have figured you out. You will never get them back. Never.
Yeah. The clip is hilarious. This is the feed of the rally. This is the rally feed. Look at how embarrassing that is. Kamala looks so freaking awkward.
Look at her trying to keep a straight face. There's obviously something going on to the side, but like...
Now, I want to be fair and say that there were some hecklers in the rally, right? There were some hecklers. It is Texas. But there are widespread news reports of fans being furious, booing, and walking out. Some fans having seizures, other fans having medical emergencies because they waited so long in the hot sun. And the nightmare, just a complete nightmare for the campaign. Still, this is a bad look.
I just want to reiterate, I'm going to close this off here. I have no ill will towards her personally. I really don't, dude. I really don't. My ill will is towards the machine and just the disdain that they treat like regular Americans with. The fact that they attack them for their own gain, and then they have the audacity to come out and run on protecting them is I can't, dude. Like the way that they hate Trump, I don't hate her. I really don't. She just looks like an empty suit who's being used by whatever. She didn't like she probably found out like, you know, she's in bed. They're like, hey, you're running for president because we got to get rid of this dementia guy because we tried to kill the president. It didn't work out. Anyway, that's it.